Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Allen able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Escaping the pressure right. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Check, 53 is mine. Check, 53 is mine. Watch the pass. Here we go. Get it.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Devin Asiasi. Incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football, and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. Over the middle, complete. It's White. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. to his right. Got an open man. It's Harmon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
First and goal, Washington.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the night. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Washington 14, Patriots 6. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton on the connection. This is Ryan Izzo, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down. Newton, catch is made by Harry.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They run with Harris. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 41.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a Patriots first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. give to Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line. That's the end of the third.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The ball carrier.
Jimmy Moreland there on the stop.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On second down, this is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on third down, Newton. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Coming to you. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Focus, defense, focus. Check.
They snap it to Newton. He hits White, complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On second down now, it's Gibson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And look at this. Yes, they get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He may try and run for this. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The backup Stidham, his first throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
His pass complete to Ryan Izzo. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake, here's Stidham sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Check out. Check 53. 53 is the mark. 53. Go.
Now Newton. He'll drop it underneath to White. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Washington 7.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.